All Progressive Congress (APC) has urged opposition figures to stop blaming President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for the ADC leadership crisis, stating that court decisions are binding and should be respected. Addressing a news conference in Abuja, the party noted that Senator David Mark's refusal to comply with court rulings shows disregard for the rule of law. Rapid TV News correspondent Godwin Amunde reports.
The African Democratic Congress, ADC, is facing multiple challenges, including internal party crisis, issues with the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), and judicial dispute. The David Mark-led faction alleges President Bola Tinubu is deliberately weakening opposition parties to pave the way of creating a one-party state ahead of 2027. They claim INEC drew recognition of their leadership, misinterpreting the Court of Appeal's order to maintain status quo, accusing the presidency of taking side. Reacting to these allegations, the APC maintains that the ADC's problems stem from their internal leadership crisis.
They claim that President Tinubu is weakening opposition to force a one-party ahead of the 2027 election. It seems David Mark and his co-traveler were not aware that as of today, there are 19 registered political parties in Nigeria, with all of them having potential to compete in the 2027 election. And President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, by law under the Constitution, has no power to deregister or to meddle into affairs of any political party. You lay your bed and you sleep on it as you have laid it. Nigerians must know that the present predicament of David Mark and his ilk has to do with the untidy way they hijack the leadership of an existing political party without carrying along all stakeholders, resulting in court litigation before the Federal High Court.
APC National Secretary Senator Ajibade Bashiru emphasized that opposition leadership is earned through electoral credibility and public trust, which the ADC lacks.
A party that cannot produce one councillor out of 62 in FCT and say there's a leading opposition, where is the opposition? Leadership of the opposition is not declared through press conference. You cannot just say, I'm leader of opposition, I'm leader of opposition through press conference or rhetoric. It is earned through consistent electoral credibility and public trust, both of which they have struggled to demonstrate. They don't have public trust, they don't have electoral viability, they don't have electoral acceptability. So it is engaging in self-delusion for David Mark and his co-traveler to be saying they are leading opposition, and therefore APC is afraid of.
The APC also reacted to the ADC's plan to hold congresses and a national convention without INEC, warning that such actions would be illegal.
Even ready to obey the rule of law to maintain status quo. There was a dispute as to your leadership. The case is still before the Federal Court, and you still want to go ahead and conduct congresses and convention. Does that look like people who even have respect for rule of law and democracy?
Now, on the other hand, the individual concerned has made clear, and which is the reason he's in court, to say he didn't resign. That resignation letter purportedly signed by him was not in fact signed by him. So the question, which I think has been submitted to the court, but which David Mark totally avoided, was what happened between May 17th and August 12th.
The ruling party dismissed calls for INEC chairman Professor Joash Amopitan's, saying it is undemocratic, maintaining that the call for the removal of the INEC chairman and national commissioners shows a lack of seriousness and understanding of institutional processes. Godwin Amundi, Rapid Television News.